So, welcome back. So, chapter three in foro, of course, in the forum. The grammar in chapter three wasn't really anything different introduced that we didn't already talk about in the previous chapter, but I just went over things a little more in detail on the Cambridge side. We already talked about the first, second, and third declension. That's all Cambridge introduces in chapter three. Um, let's look at this in foro translation. Let's do something a little different than we did before. This time we're going to look at the declensions of nouns. So we'll start with red as usual. And this time let's use red to underline just the first declension nouns. So caecilius non est in vila. Right? Any first declensions nouns there? Actually, vila is. So I'll underline that. This is a case you haven't learned yet, but it does end in A, right? We saw the first declension, nominative singular ends in A. This is a long A. And the accusative am. So first declension loves the letter A. So that technically is a first declension. Caecilius and fro negotium agit. No first declensions there, right? Caecilius est argentarius. No. Argentarius pecuniam numerat. Pecuniam, right? That's a accusative first declension, right? Am, right? Am. All the accusative singulars end in the vowel plus M, right? First declension, am. Okay. Caecilius forum circumspectat. No. Ecce. Pictor in foro ambulat. No. Pictor est celer. Celer caecilium salutat. Ecce. Tonsor quoque est in foro. Tonsor est pantagathus. Caecilius tonsorum videt. Save caecilius tonsorum salutat. Save pantagathus respondet. Ecce, when licius forum intrat. When licius est supax. When licius mercatorum expectat. Mercator non venit. Supax est erratus. Supax mercatorum vituperat. So the only first declensions we have here are vila and pecuniam, right? And vila is a case you don't even know yet, so we're not really even worried about vila that much. Pecuniam here, though, I have a accusative first declension, right? I want to be able to recognize that because of the am, right? The am tells me that is an accusative first declension. That's a terrible circle, but you get the idea. All right, let's talk about the second declension. We'll switch over to blue, I believe this is. So caecilius, well, right away, right? Where the nominative singular of the second declension ends in US. There's a few that don't have the US. Right? They're all short. They all end in R. So puer, boy, weir, man are two of them that we'll see. But for the most part, it's going to be US. Right? So look for the US here. Accusative, of course, would be UM. So caecilius non est in vila. Okay, caecilius, we know, second declension. Okay, foro is also technically second declension. Don't worry about that one yet, but we'll underline it just to be complete. Negotium, though. Yeah, that has that UM ending. That second declension UM in the accusative. Caecilius again. Okay, Argentar eus, there's US, right? That's another second declension nominative singular. Argentarius again. Okay, but numerats are a verb. Caecilius again. Forum, yes, UM. Pictor, pictor. That's not second declension, right? Doesn't have US, doesn't have UM. Okay, foro we talked about. Killer again. No, not US, not UM. It's not second declension. Killer caecilium. Okay. So caecilium is the accusative of caecilius, right? That's a second declension. Ecce, tonsor, not a second declension. Quoque est in foro. Tonsor est Pantagathus. Right, this guy's name, Pantagathus, ends in US, so he is second declension. Second declension, nominative singular, US. Caecilius again. Tensorem, right? That ends in em, right? That's not second declension, that's third. Salve, Caecilius, okay. Tensorem, em, again, that's not second declension. Salve, Pentagathus, okay, we got him again. And us makes a second declension. Wendelikius, of course. Forum again, Wendelikius. Supax with an X? No, there's no way that's second declension, right? Okay, Wendelikius again, US. Mercatorem, it's not second, right? That's going to be third. EM is third. So Mercator is third. Eratus, that's an adjective, but US is a second declension ending, isn't it? So note that. I wouldn't underline it since it's an adjective, but that is a second declension ending. Suprax Mercatorum with two parats, right? Mercatorum, not third declension, right? One confusion that sometimes students have at this point is that sometimes they think a word might be first declension in this sentence, second declension in another, third declension maybe another time. No, a word is only going to have one declension. A word belongs to one declension, right? Declension, as you should have learned, is a family of nouns that share the same endings. Right? They don't change families, right? So a second declension noun is going to always be second declension, no matter what case it's in. It's always second declension. A third declension noun is always going to be third declension. Right, speaking of third declension nouns, let's go ahead and mark those in. Right, so what other nouns do we have left here? So pictor, that is third declension, right? Third declension, noun is singular. Remember, it has no ending, so or here is not technically an ending. Okay, pictor again. Kaler, another third declension. I think we saw him before, right? So it doesn't have a first declension or a second declension ending. Doesn't have any accusative ending, so it must be a third declension nominative singular, which doesn't have an ending, which means the last few letters could be anything. Right, so ends in R, that's the only thing it can be at this point for us, right? Same thing for tonsor. Tonsorem, right? And accusative third declension, the EM is a dead giveaway there, right? Yeah, we don't have to worry about whether it has an ending or not. If it doesn't have an ending, it's third, right? Here we have an ending, it's EM, which is specifically a third declension ending, so no mystery there. Tonsorem again. Supax, so that X there, right? That's definitely not an ending. So that's third declension. Third declension nominative singular. So if it was accusative, what would it end in? EM, right? So somehow we have to go to supax to supacem, right? We'll do that with a CEM, as we'll see eventually. So mercatorem, of course, that is third declension, accusative. Mercator, the nominative form. Notice no ending. Supax again. Supax and mercatorum. Okay. So all the blue nouns, all the blue underlined words are second declension nouns. All the blue are second declension nouns. Right? The nominative ends in US, singular, and the accusative UM. Right? That's a second declension. Foro, we mentioned, is also second declension, but it's a different case that you won't learn for a few chapters. Right? So don't worry about foro yet, but you've seen foro as forum, right? The accusative form, you recognize that as a second declension. Foro, you'll see, is also second declension. The reds, right, are all first declensions, right? They either have an A or an AM. This long A here is also an ending you haven't seen yet, a case you haven't seen yet, but it still loves the letter A, so the A is a giveaway there, that's first. And then third declension are underlined in green, right? The nominative singulars have no ending, and the accusative are EM, right? So first declension, A, AM, second, US, UM, and third, nothing, EM, right? You want to get that down. All right, so what does this mean? That's also helpful. Caecilius non est in vila, right? So our verb is est, of course, right? Is. So Caecilius non est, he is not in villa, in the villa, in the house, right? Caecilius in foro negotium agit. All right, the verb is agit. So the subject is what? The accusative, Caecilius, right? So Caecilius agit, he does the accusative, negotium, business. So Caecilius does business in foro, in the forum. Caecilius est argentarius, right? Remember, an est is like an equal sign. You have a nominative on either side. The nominative is nominative, so it won't be an accusative here, but another nominative. So the nominative Caecilius is the nominative argentarius, a banker. It comes from the word for silver. Argentarius pecuniam numerat. The banker numerat, we saw before, counts. Pecuniam, the accusative, money, right? The accusative is having the action done to it. The nominative is doing the action. Right? Remember these verbs with the T ending? That means the subject is he, she, or it, or a particular he, she, or it, like the banker here. Caecilius forum circumspectat, so subject first, verb last. Remember that's typical word order. Caecilius looks around the forum. Ecce, pictor in foro ambulat. So ecce means look. Right? There's another common textbook series called Ecce Romani, look, Romans. So ecce, look. Pictor in foro ambulat. So pictor, painter, right? Because they make pictures, you paint pictures. Um, the painter or artist, it could be too. Ambulat walks in the forum, right? Subject first, verb last, everything else in the middle. The pictor es Keller, the painter is Keller. Keller Caecilium salutat. So who's doing the greeting and who's being greeted? Of course, the nominative Keller is greeting the accusative Caecilium. So Keller greets Caecilius. Look, tonsor quoque est in foro. All right, so we just have the word quoque here, which means also. That's a word. Obviously, you want to learn all the words in the vocab list, but this is one you especially want to know because you'll see it very frequently. And it also looks nothing like our word also. So quoque means also. Right? You want to get that. So tonsor, a barber, also est in foro, is in the forum. Tonsor erat Pantagathus, the barber is Pantagathus, which is a Greek for all good. So his name is all good. We'll see how good he is as we go along. Caecilius tansorum vidit. So the verb vidit, he or she sees. Who sees? Caecilius sees, the nominative, right? US. Caecilius sees tansorum, the barber. Sawe, hello, Caecilius greets the barber, right? The nominative greets the accusative. Typical word order, subject first, verb last, everything else, in this case an accusative, which is the direct object in between. Hello, Pantagathus responds. Ecce, when Lycius forum intrat. Look, a Wenelicius, a slave dealer, enters the forum. Right? The nominative US enters the accusative UM. When Lycius est supax, so the slave dealer is Sufax, that's his name. When Lycius mercatorum expectat, so expectat we saw before, look out for, wait for. So the slave dealer, when Lycius, is waiting for the accusative, the em word there, right? Third declension accusative. He's waiting for the merchant. Mercator non venit, the merchant does not come. Sufax est iratus. Sufax is angry. Well, maybe he needs a better line of work, right? Supax mercatorum vituperat. Supax curses or tells off the merchant, very merchant who's not there. But he likes to tell off people when they're not there. It makes for less fights. All right, till next time.